hours later.
We just suffered a mild amount of pain. Not that bad. It was definitely a movie when it was first released. The people were kind of like, wasn't too bad, but it wasn't too good. It was more good than bad, I would say, in all my opinion. And like, as my buddy Superior Sound Life shall say later in this video, Sam Wiki, my personal favorite protagonist out of all these movies. Mark Wahlberg's great and all. I just don't like the actor himself. It's just I shouldn't say that. I don't like the writing he gives him. He's great in Ted 2 and whatnot and shit like that. I just don't really like these movies. Of course we have the very controversial Optimus, which is true. It happens in this movie a lot. But I will give it credit. Sam kind of does some shit in this movie compared to the other ones. He actually kills Megatron. If you would say that, really, the Allspark killed him, but Sam wasn't a pussy, and he's like, I shall give you the power of God! And basically gave him the power of God, and Megatron was like, oh shit, I felt the power of God, I fucked up, and died. And died. So yeah, this movie, I enjoyed it. I really liked it. Is it my favorite in this movie? No, not my favorite in this trilogy at all. I'm gonna pass the mic over to my buddy Shadow over here. What do you think of this movie?
Thank you. Well, so far, the 2007 movie was pretty interesting, and by far, if I've got to say, the best out of all of them. Seriously. It introduced the characters. Optimus was acted more like his G1 self before they bastardized him and made him a psycho killer. Next up, Megatron was a really imposing threat and was pretty good. Now, while I do like Sam Witwicky as a protagonist, I still think he's a little bit annoying, but not too annoying. A problem I have with the movie is obviously the rest of the humans, mainly the hackers and Michaela, since those three don't actually contribute to the movie, and that's a sign that shows that they're not needed. To be honest, I would just be fine if it was just Sam Witwicky and his family. But other than that, I think the movie was pretty good. It helps convey the message of the theme of no sacrifice, no victory. All right, now on to Silver Streak.
Well, I think the first film, was pretty good for the most part. Like Charles said, it did a good job at introducing the main Autobots, and some of them actually did draw callbacks to original selves, like Ironhide, who was a tough yet grizzled soldier, Ratchet being the Autobots' field mech, and being there for his Autobots. Jazz was Optimus's first lieutenant and would openly question some of Optimus's decisions, especially when Bumblebee got captured by Sector 7 and wanting to save him. And Optimus, of course, was still, well, used to be, the Prime fans knew him as, being wise, yet strong enough to be gentle sort of leader, before he became that Hollywood psychopath that we know him in the later films. And Bumblebee, well, this was his return to the Transformers series since G1, and I think it really shows how people view him nowadays. And for the humans, they were okay for the most part. Sam was fine. I did like some of the quotes he said, like, ask yourself what would Jesus do? And Michaela, not too interesting. Same with the hackers. However, if there's one character that was my favorite out of all the humans, it's definitely Simmons, for obvious reasons. For Recepticons, I thought they were a pretty intimidating force, especially with the introduction with Blackout, who killed every single military force except for Lex and his comrades, of course. Plus, I liked how they didn't really speak English at first and spoke Cybertronian, except for Barricade. And when we see Starscream, I thought his deep voice was alright for actually. Like, I know, like, high pitch is part of Starscream's character and all, but I honestly don't mind the deep voice Starscream. And Megatron, of course, was awesome. Especially since Hugo Weaving's definitely gave it his all, despite the fact that he didn't really care much for the role he was playing. Which, I can kind of respect that. So yeah, the film was an okay start.
Right.
Yep, plus
Alright.
I sent you guys like the link to what Soundwave Supreme sent me. You saw it, right, Luke?
I did not watch it.
Oh,
Well, you should.
alright. Well,
I'll watch it in a minute, but just tell me what it is.
It's
I know
his
it's
review on the first film.
Yeah,
Yep.
what did he say about it is what I'm saying.
Hmm?
Did he say about it?
Oh, he said it was like not like a good film. Okay, I'll just show you all it.
Good idea.
Yeah, don't worry.
First, I was Hammy Colin. Second, I was Master Hammy. And famously, I was Master Superior Soundwave. But now, I have transformed my channel into something that will help me achieve my dream! Hi, sorry for the, loud introduction.
The fuck?
I am the Transformers English Entertainment Studios leader. It is a new unofficial Transformers studio. If you're interested in Transformers and voice acting, please check it out. I'm not asking you to subscribe, but just check it out. I would like to thank Silverstreak for remembering that I exist and for inviting me. Thank you so much, my good sir.
You're welcome.
Please subscribe to him. Please, he's holding me hostage. Okay, so
Shut.
2007 movie. Here are my thoughts. As a movie by
Hey, you
itself,
shut
it's
too.
a good movie. It is a good movie, but as a Transformers fan, oh boy, it's not a good movie. I don't know why the fans like the 2007 movie. It barely features the Transformers. I say 30% of the movie is actually about Transformers. And if Sam Witwicky wasn't such a good protagonist, I would really mind this. Sam Witwicky is one of the funniest people I've ever seen. Everything he says, everything he does is comedy gold. I just keep laughing at everything he does. Ah, he's so great. And that Australian woman that works at the government, I don't know her name, and the guy she goes to help her decode the Decepticon message, and his cousin, those guys are funny too. See, they give you a plate of donuts, you see how guilty you are. I ate the whole plate. And then that part where he says he's a virgin. Yeah, the human characters aren't bad. My favorite Transformers character is Frenzy, because to me, he's the only one who has somewhat of a personality, and the feats he has. He was able to hack Air Force One, get away with it, walk in an airport without a disguise or anything. He just walked out. It would have been even more impressive. It was in broad daylight, but it was at night, and no one noticed him. He was able to withstand the power of fire. No one can do that. He was so powerful that the only other person that can beat him was himself. I like the noises he makes too. That's a big reason why too. I love how Optimus just gives up on Bumblebee. He says, "Oh, Bumblebee's captured? Well, F that guy. I never liked him." And Jazz is all like, "But we gotta help him." He's like, "No, this is what Bumblebee would have wanted." That scene where Sam takes Michaela home. Bumblebee's trying to help him out, but he's not he doesn't know how to help him out. I mean, he did help him out a little bit, if you know what I'm saying. That's all I gotta say. The soundtrack's not that good. Soundtrack, I like a few musical pieces. Like, there was like a few seconds of the soundtrack that was good, but the entire soundtrack is not good. Megatron. Oh, speaking of Megatron, why didn't Sector 7 put restraints on Megatron? Why, they have him, like, freezed in this, like, big old room. Why didn't they put him, like, in a box? Like, I'm pretty sure they've had him for, like, I don't know, I forgot how many years, but they've had him for a long time. So I'm pretty sure whatever studies they whatever studies, they got all the studies, all right? Anything they want to know about him, they got it. Like what kind of metal he's made out of. I'm pretty sure they don't need to run any more tests. So why didn't they put any sort of restraints? These people are so stupid. And he's in the desert. That's just waiting to happen. That's just waiting to happen. Also, how did they get him from the Arctic to the desert?